Emma had always believed that love was something sacred, something you protected no matter how difficult things became, and for nearly 7 years she built her entire world around Daniel, trusting him not just with her heart but with every dream she had quietly planned for her future. And from the outside they looked like the perfect couple, smiling together, laughing at dinners, sharing moments that made others believe their bond was unbreakable. But behind closed doors, something had already started to fade, slowly and silently, in a way that Emma couldn't fully explain at first, because it didn't happen all at once. It started with small things easy to ignore, like late replies, distracted conversations, and the way Daniel's attention seemed to drift somewhere else even when he was sitting right next to her. And even though Emma noticed these changes, she chose to stay quiet, because sometimes when you love someone deeply, you convince yourself that things will get better, that maybe it's just a phase, that maybe you are overthinking, but deep inside her heart, there was a quiet discomfort growing stronger every day, and the nights became the hardest, lying next to someone who felt so far away, asking yourself questions you're too afraid to say out loud, wondering if you're still enough or if you're slowly being replaced without even knowing it. And have you ever felt that kind of silence, the kind that doesn't scream but slowly breaks you from within? Because that's exactly what Emma was going through, until one evening everything changed in a way she never expected. It wasn't a dramatic moment, no loud argument, no warning. Just a simple notification that lit up Daniel's phone while he wasn't around, and in that moment something inside her froze. She wasn't trying to look, she wasn't searching for anything, but the truth has a strange way of finding you when you're not ready for it, and as her eyes fell on that message from a name she didn't recognize, her heart started racing. And for a few seconds she hesitated. She could have ignored it like everything else, but this time she didn't, and as she looked deeper, everything she feared but never wanted to believe became real. The conversations were not innocent, they were personal, intimate, filled with emotions that Daniel had stopped giving her a long time ago, and in that moment her world didn't shatter loudly, it collapsed silently inside her chest, piece by piece, without a single tear falling. Because sometimes the deepest pain doesn't come out immediately, it settles inside you and changes you. And what would you have done if you were in her place? Would you have confronted him right there, or would you have stayed silent to understand everything? Because Emma chose silence, not out of weakness but out of strength. She placed the phone back exactly where it was and acted as if nothing had happened. But from that moment on, everything was different for her. Even though Daniel continued his life as if nothing had changed, unaware that his truth had already been exposed, Emma began to observe everything more carefully, every late night, every excuse, every lie that came so easily to him, and slowly the reality became impossible to deny. Daniel wasn't confused, he wasn't distant by accident, he was living a double life, choosing someone else while still holding on to Emma as if she were just an option. And yet Emma didn't react, she didn't create a scene. She didn't fight for someone who had already given his loyalty away. Instead she stepped back, emotionally, silently, and in that quiet distance she discovered something powerful within herself. She realized that not every situation needs an immediate reaction, not every betrayal needs loud revenge. Sometimes true strength lies in patience, in understanding, in waiting for the right moment. And as days turned into weeks, Emma stopped trying to fix what was already broken. She stopped asking questions she knew would be answered with lies, and instead she prepared herself for the truth to reveal itself completely. And then one night, everything Daniel had tried to hide finally came into the light, not because Emma exposed him, but because his own lies became too heavy to carry, too complicated to maintain, and suddenly the confidence he once had turned into panic and regret, and for the first time he realized what he had lost. But by then it was already too late. Because Emma had already moved on from the version of him she once loved, and when the moment came, she didn't shout, she didn't cry, she didn't try to prove anything, she simply walked away with a calmness that spoke louder than any words ever could. And have you ever seen someone walk away so quietly yet leave such a deep impact behind? Because that's what real strength looks like. Emma didn't win because Daniel lost, she won because she chose herself, because she refused to become bitter, because she understood that hurting someone back wouldn't heal her. And in the end Daniel wasn't destroyed by Emma, he was destroyed by the consequences of his own actions. Because no matter how carefully someone hides the truth, it always finds a way to come out. And sometimes justice doesn't come from revenge, it comes naturally, in ways no one can escape, and those who stay patient, who stay honest even when they are hurt, they don't lose anything, they walk away with something far more valuable: peace, dignity, and a heart that remains clean despite everything they went through. In life, nothing goes unseen. People may hide things from others, but every action carries its weight, and sooner or later, it returns. Patience is not weakness, and silence is not defeat, sometimes it is trust that truth and justice will reveal themselves in the right time. A person may lose people, but if they protect their character and stay sincere, they never truly lose. Loudspeaker call to action. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to like, thumbs up, share, repeat button, and subscribe bell for more powerful stories.